We haven't had a lot of excitement during this particular lockdown, particularly coming from the theme park world with everything shut and not a lot going on. However, that is changing today. My name's Adam, this is UK Theme Parks, and we are going to have a look through the brand new Thorpe Park online site, which was released today, because it contains some stunning new merchandise. Really cracking stuff, which you can have delivered even during this crisis. It's under a couple of categories. We're going to explore the categories and we're going to show you some of our favourite ones that we've seen whilst looking through, as well as some more of the standard ones and indeed some of the returning ones from previous years. The biggest thing with this, and everyone really went mad, was the retro, the Thorpe Park retro stuff. Obviously the theme park opened in 1979 and last year it celebrated 40 years as a theme park, its 40th anniversary. Had a limited amount of range, but it had such positive feedback that they wanted to do a little bit more for this year, and that's exactly what they've done. Familiar faces and all. So starting off with the retro one, it's kind of highlighted under the best selling. This is the way we'll look at it. It's late in the afternoon now, so some of these things have been selling all day long, so you can see kind of live on day one what's been selling well and indeed what has sold out. So the biggest selling one is the Thorpe Park Rangers badge. I mean, look at this. This includes a lot of classic characters, and it's worth noting this is limited to only 500. Only 500 of these have been made, and yes, it's £16. I understand that, but these are iconic characters from the past. Absolute iconic. £16 for all those badges for the whole pin set. Pretty good going, but you're gonna have to be quick. Now, Chesington, I think Chesington launched their more retro badges first, and they've had some cracking pin badges, some of which we've picked up in the rodeo, Ramesses Revenge, some of the more classic ones we've picked up. And here's one of the new ones. Look at this. This is a Canada Creek Railway one. Obviously the ride operating from 1989 right the way through to 2011. These aren't limited. These should be available at the park when you go, and they're £4 to buy online. Before we get into the cup, we'll look at some of the other badges, and this is a particularly great one. This is the Wicked Witch's Haunt one. Obviously the ride, which was located very close to where Detonator is now, suffered a really bad fire, which kind of cut it prematurely to an end. So 1994 to 2000 for the Wicked Witch's Haunt. And this is a stunning badge. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. It's probably one of my most missed rides from the park. Accompany that with the Thorpe Park Farm. The farm was a real getaway point. I'm pretty sure now where they are, retargeting families that they wish they still had that. Thunder River is another new badge. Again, absolute classic. Rumba Rapids at the moment, maybe its days are numbered, but this is kind of the pinnacle, absolute pinnacle of the park. And then the retro badge is there. But to go back up, we've got the mascot mug, the Thorpe Park Rangers Club. I mean, they're calling it nostalgic, it is. And it is even more the fact that this is also limited and only to 150. 150 of these. £10 not too bad for a retro mug. I could see 150 of these disappearing before the park actually gets open and you're able to even go and see it. Retro hoodie, the retro magnet first, which is, Thorpe Park one. Should be able to get that all year round. And then of course some of the clothing range we'll look through here. So the actual hoodie, I don't think this is bad. £30. I don't think this is bad at all. It's available in all sizes at the moment as we speak on the 1st of June. So small, medium, large and XL. £30 for that. Nice zip up one with the anniversary logo on. It does say limited stock. It doesn't say how many. It's got more than that. So rather than just having this on it, on the back, you've got some history. You've got some history of it. When the park opened, obviously Phantom Fantasia, which turned into Wicked Witch's Haunt, Space Station Zero, which is now the Flying Fish, Thunder River, which is now Rumba Rapids, Canada Creek and Loggers Leap, both gone, Ranger County gone, X No Way Out, which is now Walking Dead, Pirates 4D, which of course is Angry Birds Land, Tidal Wave, which is still at the park, and then Colossus is all we can see. Not sure there's anything underneath that, but they are certainly defining rides and moments for Thorpe Park. I think £30 is an absolute bargain for it. Continuing with the clothing, you can get the maroon t-shirt. Look at that. Look at that with the Thorpe Park Rangers Club on. Again, at the moment, available in sizes ranging up to XXLs. Whether the hoodie was available for that, I'm not entirely sure. You've then got the navy one. That one's not available in XXL. Doesn't say that one is limited either. Doesn't say the t-shirts are limited. You've then got the retro logo sweater. Look at that. And again, £30 for this. I don't think it's too bad at all. I really don't think it's too bad. The retro jacket. And these are embroidered ones. This is why it's a little bit more. This one's £40, a little bit more, but it's embroidered. And again on the back. That is absolutely stunning. Sizes available again range from small right the way to XL. Of course, on top of that, lanyard and a couple more badges, but that is the retro set, and I absolutely love that. Of course, some of these you will have already seen in the retro set. So again, the best sellers are going to be the retro ones, but we've also got new for this year, the WWTP radio one. Of course, it does still broadcast. Big Bob Jones, still broadcast to this day. Lovely little pin badge added to the collection. Thorpe Park 2021 Nemesis Inferno Fire badge. That is also a new style for this year. I love that. I think that's really, really cool. Really, really cool, and really kind of differentiates it as well from the Nemesis brand, if you will. On top of that, you've got saw. Little jigsaw in the middle. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. And you know, a Rush one as well. This is beautiful. I mean, genuinely, this is absolutely beautiful. The way that is made. Some real thought's gone into these designs. Tidal Wave one is new. Pretty standard design. You've got the 2019 badge, which is down at £2 in the sale. A couple of lanyards. Nemesis Inferno lanyard is new. Returning badges include Stealth, Swarm, the old Nemesis Inferno one, also on sale, Fright Nights 2018. Thorpe Park style, Walking Dead, Darren Brown's Ghost Train, the original Tidal Wave one, and the Colossus one. In addition to old ones including the Islanders badge, Pink Thrill Seeker badge, Pink Hearts badge, another Nemesis Inferno one, and Storm Surge. So yeah, wonderful badge collection. There are still some missing. I want to just say, you know, I want to see things like, you know, Rocky Express. You know, it's a real historic part of it. Can't see any samurai ones here, so it'd be really interesting to see whether they're actually available at the park once we get there. Now, we won't cover the new for 2020 because we're going to see that in the other areas. But the bears, I don't personally collect bears, but you've got a few bears. You've got the Swarm Dog. He's cute, isn't he? He's loving him. The hoodie, new for 2020. You have the Stealth one, nicely pictured there in the Stealth tyre. God, we're missing that ride. We're definitely missing that ride. And a Giant Sloth. I mean, this is brilliant. The Giant Sloth. You will be able to buy him, not just win him at one of those stalls. You've got another Swarm on there. You've got some of the old Stealth racing ones as well. I love this. Look at the flame hair on this. He's so miserable. So miserable, but Nemesis Inferno style one. You know, grumpy expression they describe it as. I think that is incredible. £12 again, really not too bad. Another Nemesis Inferno one seems to be a popular choice, along with the Colossus one as well. So yeah, if you're into your bears, nice selection. I don't really get this one, to be honest with you. I'm guessing they've got a few surplus. Maybe give them away on some of the games might be the way forward with those. And then of course the clothing. The clothing as well. So we've gone through the anniversary hoodie. You know, these are some of the best selling ones. Obviously these are at brand new Stealth top here. Again, small to XL. I love the colour scheme of this. It is just amazing the way it's done. Beautiful Stealth logo across the front. And again, £15 for the t-shirt. Really isn't too bad. Really isn't too bad at all. If you want long sleeve, you can get the flag hoodie from Stealth. Iconic. It's such an iconic symbol. This is one I think I will pick up. 100% will be picking us up. I love Stealth. My favourite ride at Thorpe Park, and I just love that hoodie. I just think that's absolutely amazing. Of course, we won't cover the retro ones, and we've got some Versus shirts as well. Now, I don't remember the Versus shirts from last year. I know that Alton Towers did them. I don't remember Thorpe Park doing them. Someone comment below. I don't remember seeing them. Maybe they were. We got Stealth versus the Swarm. You've got your little details and stats on there. I didn't realise the Storm pulled 4.5 Gs. I'm not entirely sure where it does that. A little bit longer, not as quick. Certainly not as tall, but small to XL available on that for just £15. Island Like No Other, you got a Nemesis Inferno top as well. It's quite nice actually. It's a really, I'd like to see that. I think that's one I'd have to see in person because of the colour scheme there. It's really peculiar. Would love to see whether that's pattern, whether that's dyed. Really want to see that one up close. We've got the Thorpe hoodie, and what I like about this is that it's themed inside the hood as well. So around the top area of the hood, you've got the theme on it as well as all the designs down the side. Again, small to XL available on the saw. And of course, we've got here, while just on the subject of the saw, we got the brand new Ride logo t-shirt. I don't really know why this one's £17 rather than £15, to be honest. Maybe it's a little bit more detail. Again, I think that's one I would have to see in person. It looks very busy. It looks very busy. A couple of classic ones. The icons all over the print t-shirt, which is stealth icon. You've got the swarm icon on there, so that's quite nice. It's very subtle if you're wearing it out and about. You've got the swarm camo one. Not too dissimilar from some of the merchandise they've done before. And we've got another Versus one as well, Nemesis Inferno versus Colossus. We can get a close-up on that one. Interesting. Brand new Colossus Letters t-shirt, £10. Oh, this is an absolute steal, this is. Small to XL. That's, again, really quite a subtle one. I love the way they've kind of gone over slightly. And it sort of blends in. We've got different backgrounds. That's a lovely t-shirt. Some returning ones there in the stealth one and the swarm one, before having another Colossus one here, using a little bit of the entrance and a little bit of the logo, and have you conquered 10 loops? Again, just £10. Colossus is still a very popular ride at the park, whilst many would like to see an upgrade. Still a really popular ride. And if you want something a little bit more, I say basic, a little bit more basic, it's just like the little swish, the swish and the way Thorpe Park have done their logo the last couple of years has been really well praised. And the Infinity Loop polo shirt, £15, available small to XL. We say that at the moment it is, that could obviously change as sales go on, but these should be all year round sort of merchandise. The Swarm camo hat isn't new, the Stealth one isn't new, Island Like No Other. Great slogan. Not something I would buy personally. Swarm and Store hat. And of course, on to page 2. There's not a lot of new stuff here, but there is a couple, to be fair. The Saw one, I quite like this, I have to say. It's a really nice t-shirt, this one. Really nice t-shirt. £17 is very slightly different to the other ones. I'm kind of not too surprised in the price of that. You got the Stealth Flag t-shirt, very subtle. Doesn't really tell you what it is. Little logo at the bottom, but very subtle. Just £10. Again, absolute bargain. You got a Nemesis Inferno hat. I don't get the tears on it. Don't think I've ever understood that, given that the badge is embroidered on. Not my favourite of the hats, I have to say. And very much like the t-shirt, there is a Colossus split logo hoodie as well. Can you conquer the 10 loops on the front? And again, a little bit of the entrance and the Colossus sign available in small to XL. Colossus hat isn't new. Island Like No Other hoodie. You've got a couple of those on here, and of course the Adrenaline Junkie black hoodie. So that's the range. I mean, this is, it's great. It's great to have a shop that's open and, going really popular. It really is great to see. The great news is as well, if you're an annual pass holder, you can use the promotion code MAP20 in the checkout. That's MAP20 in the checkout for 20% off, which is the same promotion as what Alton Towers do. We want to know. We're going to have a little closer look through this, decide some stuff. We are definitely ordering some of this range. I love the established 79 hoodie, and I also love one of the other hoodies as well. Could be an expensive evening. Let us know, what have you ordered? Have you ordered anything from the brand new Thorpe Park shop? It was released today on the 1st of June. We've gone through it on the 1st of June. Hopefully, if you've just seen this, some of the stuff you may want is still available. In with the old is certainly the message for this one, and it's great. It's great to reminisce over this if you're an old visitor to the park. I know it's going down really well. So let us know in the comments below, what have you purchased? We would love to know. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you soon here on UK Theme Parks.